Hey everybody, my name is Christopher Mooney, and what I'm wanting to do with you guys today is just share with you guys a little bit of my heart. Share with you guys a little bit of my testimony and how God changed that and the hard parts of my life and now set me into the calling of my life and the passion He's given me and the purpose that I am to now fulfill. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a backtrack. Starting in 2016, God called my parents to move to Tennessee, away from my hometown in Utah, and it broke me. I'm a pastor's kid. For those of you who don't know, my parents run their own organization. It's called Hoovenet, and what they do is their focus is on the next generation. They see the importance of the next generation, and if we don't take care of those who are in the next generation, we won't make it, guys. And they saw that, and so they took it. But being a pastor's kid comes with a lot of ups, but with every blessing comes a curse with it too, in the worldly reality. But what I mean is, I grew up with expectations being put on me. I grew up very insecure because I always felt like I couldn't just be myself. I couldn't be who I really was, fully going into my identity, because all the moments that I was being myself, they just put expectations on me and how I should be. I'm the pastor's kid, so he can't do this. He needs to do this. He should be like this. And it made me very insecure. And I felt like I couldn't be myself. And so I destroyed my identity. I decided to put it away because I felt like it wasn't enough. I was never enough for anybody. And I always heard that, like, you just need to be yourself. You just need to be yourself and everything will be fine. But growing up, I was myself, and I just kept on getting disappointed. But in Utah, I finally found those people who accepted me for who I was. They too were pastors' kids, and so they understood what it was like. That expectation that when you are a pastor's kid, that the expectations are put on you to... I don't even know. I still to this day don't understand why they do that. But anyways, I found that group of people that I felt comfortable with and that understood, and so we accepted each other for who we are. But I felt like I just found it, the one thing that I desired so much, and it got taken away from me. And so I became very rebellious and ended up hating God, hating my parents, because I felt like they took me away from my one place where I prayed, I desired so long to find. And so I became very rebellious. I got into a life of drugs. I got into a life of parties, using pills, just complete rebellion against my parents and what God asked me to do. And guys, I got lost, and I really hurt myself. I got mixed into groups of people that put me in situations, made me experience and see things that I wish for nobody to ever see, and things that I can't take back, but only God can heal me in them. But all of this started in 2016 and went on for 4 years. It was that last year of me just living that life. At first, it was this rebellion. I just want to have fun, just to go against what my parents said. And then it became a need because I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was, so I started searching for it in other things. And the last year of the 4 years, I became very depressed, very suicidal, attempted multiple times. Never accomplished it, was never able to do it. I even got frustrated because I couldn't. I was just so done with life. But in a moment where I was completely lost, felt no worth inside of myself, thought that everything that God had given me and put inside of me was dead, I went to a coffee shop, and the manager came up to me and he's like, dude, like, I love your vibe. Like, you got something inside of you that is like, I've never seen anything before. I need you to work for me. It was those words. Like, I need you to work for me. The moment, like I said, where I felt like there was nothing inside of me. There's nothing that I could give. It's all gone. I missed my chance. I missed my shot. Even though I thought that he saw that inside of me, and it was in that moment where everything changed. It gave me hope. It gave me the reality or the thought of it's still there. I might not see it, but it's still there. Somebody else sees it. And so it made me start to search for what he saw, because I didn't see it, but I knew it was there. And it gave me hope. And obviously I took him up on the job, and it also gave me a safe place. I was very open with him about my life, about my struggles, about the things that I did, but they never judged me. They never put that pastor's kid label on me. They just accepted me for who I am, and they loved me. They helped me through it. And if it weren't for them and just that environment and that passion that God gave me in coffee, I wouldn't have been able to make that switch. That's what God has called me to do. To give those who are struggling addiction, struggle with abuse, just living that lifestyle that I lived back in 2016 to 2020, and give those people a second chance. I want the people that are broken to work for me so they can be restored. I'm a vessel. God has called me to be the vessel and planting the seed into their lives, and he will do the rest. And he's doing that with coffee. You see, I told you it was a turnaround, how God used my past, and now because of that, he set me into a calling where literally I'm helping those with the same struggle I had, with the one thing that he used in my life to get a hold of me again. And so I am starting with coffee. Like I said, coffee is a passion that completely grabbed a hold of me and helped me look at other things, because I created a passion for weed. I created a passion for growing it, the science. I was obsessed with it, but coffee, it gave me something new to look at. And one way that I look at it is, if I grow a batch of weed, no one's gonna, and I can't go to everybody and be like, hey guys, I grew some weed, you want some? I can't do that. But with coffee, if I say, hey guys, I grew some coffee, everyone's like, oh my gosh, can I have some? So I decided, let's go with coffee instead. Just kidding. But he used my past, he used my testimony to now help those who are in the struggle that I was in, those who are searching so deeply, desiring so deeply for that one person to call them out. He sent me to be that person to call them out. Hey, I see something inside of you, and give them a safe place to work. Give them a safe place to heal their hearts, heal a relationship with themselves. Because what I've learned is you can't love anything in this world if you don't love yourself. You can't show love if you don't love yourself. You can't receive love if you don't love yourself. And so just help them restore a relationship with themselves. Help them sustain, or get to the point where they can sustain themselves and family, because down in Latin America, everything is family orientated. So it's not just supporting yourself, it's family too. And those who are in gangs, reaching out to them saying, hey, I have a place, you could get some work, and give you a safe place, give you a real family, not a circumstantial family, or if you do this for me type family. But I don't want them to just stop there. I don't want them to work for me for the rest of their lives. I don't want them to I don't want to limit the calling that God has on their life. The way I see it is, God gives gifts to everybody. God has put a purpose on everybody. And I'm not going to be the one to dim that down. I'm not going to be the one that limits that. And so once they restore a relationship with themselves, restore a relationship between them and God, I'm creating an umbrella company. And it's one that once they step into their calling, once they step into their own purpose God has put into them, I'm going to invest into them. And creating an umbrella type company, because I can only leave my footprint. I don't want to try and leave everybody's, but I want to be the vessel to help others leave theirs. And so the name of my company, my organization per se, is Euphora Coffee. And it's been such a blessing. God has really put his favor over me and blessed me and brought people to me in ways that I never thought he would. People are pushing me further than I am already, so I got to catch up. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for letting me share my heart with you guys. And yeah, I love all of you guys. And thank you for supporting me in what God has called me to do.